We move our attention now to China, where new trade figures show imports fell in the world's second largest economy by more than 8% at the start of this year when compared with 2024, while export growth fell short of expectations, rising by only 2.3%. Now, the figures come amid a mounting trade war with the U.S., as we've been reporting, following President Trump's decision to impose an additional 10% tariff on imports from China, bringing the total levy to 20%. Speaking this morning on the sidelines of China's annual parliamentary session, the country's foreign minister criticized the U.S. tariffs. CBS News foreign correspondent Anna Coren joins us live from Beijing with more on this. And Anna, you were at the Chinese foreign minister's press conference. What was it like? What more did he have to say?
Errol, it was a highly anticipated event. Many journalists were there, local and foreign, to hear what the foreign minister had to say. We have to mention this was highly orchestrated. Questions were pre-planned, but more interest this year than usual because of the rising tensions between the US and China, and obviously what's happened this week. You mentioned the tariffs that President Trump slapped on China, that extra 10%, taking it to a total of 20 blanket on all goods in China. And then obviously China responding with those retaliatory tariffs on all agricultural products. But today we heard from Wang Yi, and he said that China would resolutely counter any further tariffs from the United States. He also mentioned fentanyl. We know that President Trump has obviously blamed China for not doing enough to stem the flow of fentanyl. And you know, Wang Yi, he said that this is not China's problem. This is America's problem. They should deal with it, and they should not hit China with tariffs. He also criticized America's behavior. He didn't reference President Trump by name, but he did criticize it as their insincerity. You know, you have President Trump on one hand saying that he's great friends with Xi, and then on the other hitting him with tariffs. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
No country can fantasize about suppressing and containing China while developing good relations with China. This kind of two-faced approach is not only detrimental to the stability of bilateral relations, but also unable to build mutual trust.
Wang Yi also spoke about the geopolitical turmoil in the world. He talks about this changing and turbulent world that China is obviously very much a part of. And he criticised isolationism, obviously taking a dig at President Trump. Take a listen.
If every country emphasises its own national priorities and believes only in strength and status, the world will regress to the law of the jungle.
And the irony, of course, in this, Errol, is that China could very well fill the vacuum that the US leaves if it continues down this path.
Interesting remarks there, Anna. We appreciate you joining us from Beijing, 8:24 in the evening there. Thank you very much.